Inmendham. I believe your name is Gary. I don't know which you prefer to go by. I've caught you here on YouTube. Oh shit, past several years. Never communicated with you. I don't even think I've commented on any of your videos. But you want to talk about account deletions? Dude, I've lost count of how many accounts I've had deleted. So I'd say join the club, but you're nowhere near me in the club of account deletions. This is just going to be an introductory video here. First off, let me say that belief and knowledge are two different things. Just so you know where I come from on that basic scale, when somebody says that they believe in something or they know something, those are two very different things. I've had in the past, and I'm on a new account here, but in the past I've had people tell me that I would be an interesting matchup. I can't really say I've ever really found that much with what you said to really disagree with you on. At least not close enough of a disagreement or a big enough of a disagreement to engage in any sort of debate on any topic. But I would have to say that you're just crazy enough that I can probably understand generally, most of the time, what you're saying. I got a chance to go through some of your, we'll just say, fairly recent videos. I know they're older. Again, this is just an introduction. By the way, I'm too sexy for you. But an introduction to show that I have looked at some of your vids, and I do see that you've got some new channels up. Like an example is I saw WTF number 91. Look at some of that stuff. You know, Graytex, the individual you mentioned. I'm really not up on your conversations that you've had with Graytex, but I can say I've had encounters with that retard in the past. And yeah, he's a fucking retard. From your WTF number 91 video, you talked, it was something to do with a piece of art somebody had made, and I clicked on the link and couldn't really find that particular artwork piece. But you know, artwork is in the eye of the beholder. And if it's popular art, as in art that's viewed as the herd seeing it as being good, then art ceases to be art. It just becomes a fashion. Asrianok. I've subscribed to him many a time, checked out a lot of his stuff. He's an entertainer. You know, some of his messages may be good, but when it comes down to real issues, a lot of these YouTubers that people would say they're a good YouTuber or a top name YouTuber, they ain't really that good. And they're really not that top notch, in my opinion, when they hide from issues. You know, when those untouchable issues get brought up, they want to run and hide from them. Oh, I got to tell you, too, I saw the link on that particular video. You put ZOMG gets Chris, or it's Chris, whatever her name is. I linked to the video, and you know, it took me a while to get past gawking at her to even listen to what she was saying, and you know what I mean. Yeah. Then once I actually started listening to what she had to say, I caught the accent she had, and God, the wood just intensified. Holy shit. So I had to stop the video and gather myself together and listen to what she said. You know, she mentions Jesus freak briefly in the video, and yeah, see, I think a lot of the stuff that, you know, we're looking at, we'd have to agree with. Jesus freak 777, he's just in a big praise Jesus circle jerk. He's a fucking hypocrite. But you know, with that ZOMG, it's Chris video, the one that good-looking gal put up there, one thing I'll have to say from what she was talking about in her video is that it takes joy to fully know what pain is. And it takes pain to fully comprehend what joy is. I think the two have to be compared to each other for one to get a full grasp of what the other is. Of course, pain is still pain in the absence of joy. Agreed. But to really get a good solid grasp on something that's good, you have to live through something that's bad. Let's see. You did a video called The Amazing Weightiest, number 24. You know, those kind of videos are hard to follow, dude. But I do like the fact that you don't cut, clip, chop up your vids. Turn the camera on, say what the fuck you've got to say, get on with it. You know, the people that are the entertainers quite often shut the camera off, take other takes, and they spend hours putting shit together, you know, to put out a good presentation. Me, I, in this case, turn the audio on, the audio recorder, say what I've got to say, click, upload, there it is. Your video that dealt with some catch-up on the DCMA videos, you talked a little bit about people who jump on bandwagons and stand out in crowds of assholes. Basically, I relate that to, you know, my folks when they taught me, you are who you hang with. What people need to do, I think, is search for commonalities. But too often we see people who knock down other people simply because they can't dispute the arguments. And yeah, there's a lot of celebrations when accounts get suspended, and thus, hey, you've got me, and I don't give a shit. They suspend the account, fuck you. New address on the email, new account, bam, I'm right back into it. Pissing people off, and I love it. Yeah, those that talk about free speech. They wave the banner, free speech, free speech. You know what? They don't want free speech. What they want is popular speech that falls within the confines of political correctness so they stay safe. It's still those untouchable issues that they won't touch. And that's disturbing because it's hypocritical. And I despise hypocrites. A lot of what you talk about are atheists. And I'm assuming you're an atheist. But when it comes to atheism, I'm always going to have to ask, which God? You know, I would argue from a philosophical standpoint. Mainly, this is philosophical. We're not dealing with the tangible gods. But I would argue that all gods exist. All of them do exist from a philosophical standpoint, as long as there's still one lunatic that's willing to go out and invade, torture, or kill people in the name of that illusion. Now, I'm agnostic. And let's just see if you agree with my definitions. A theist will say beyond doubt that a God exists, depending on which brand of theism they follow. But quite often those brands of theism will change with culture, and if somebody who claims to be a Christian in the United States had actually been born in the Middle East, well, hell, they'd be claiming that Muslims were correct and that their Muslim God, whatever the fuck you call him, Allah or whoever, Muhammad, that he's the real God. Now, on the other hand, a theist, I believe, would argue that without a doubt, no God exists. Now, I'm an agnostic, and I say that there is no definitive proof either way. So I'm just wondering if you take that same stance. You know, I'm going to look at some of your other channels because I'm going to find something that I disagree with. And if nothing else, just play devil's advocate. See where that goes. Oh, by the way, dude, it's January 22nd. Take the tree down. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Have a good day.